sharing the live stream. Got it. All right, Veronica, Gabrielle, this mic is all yours.
Thank you, Lynn. Good evening, everyone. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Be open
All
to
right.
receive an anointing of divine light. You are awakening to a new experience. Let go and trust. You're awakening to a new consciousness, a new reality. A new consciousness is rising. Let go and go with the flow. Allow yourself to be directed by the self within, your true self, who knows all things and is always present. We are absent. Be still to the teacher within. Your mind is governed by your state of mind. Are you using the mind, or is it using you? The awakening is gradual. Too much light, too fast, would be more than we can handle. Because we live in a sleeping society, thinking of money, power, prestige, pleasure. Wake up and know the reality that is you, timeless and eternal. There's no guarantee when floating on the surface of life. Life is always presenting us with a vast array of challenges in order to let go of floating on the surface and dive for the pearls at the bottom of the sea. Life on the surface is fragmented. Yeah, it's fragmented. And soon we will come to realize that it's filled with heartache and headache. There is no guarantee. We come to realize how much stress and struggle is involved floating on the surface level of consciousness. We come to the realization that something more valuable, something more worthwhile, rich, rewarding, fulfilling, purposeful is beneath the surface. So what do? We dive for the pearls at the bottom of the sea. Someone or some, let's say, a spiritual teacher gives you courage to dive beneath the surface. We say to ourselves, if he or she can do it, why can't I? Why can't I? The time is now to unleash our limitations and soar high in the sky of love. And two things are necessary in order for us to soar: simplicity and purity. Do not be concerned about where you're going, for where you're going is better than where you've been. Be as a child and trust. The child knows what feels good and will go for that feeling no matter what. Do not look at yourself with judgmental eyes. only know that you desire love and treat yourself to love. As your capacities grow, things will change because you are expanding beyond your limited beliefs and you're entering into a new realm of consciousness. You're diving for the pearls at the bottom of the sea. And as I often say, dive deep, oh mind, dive deep in the ocean of God's beauty. And to everyone, you're offering the gift of quietness. And to everyone, you're offering the gift of gentleness. And to everyone, you offer the gift of peace. Saint Teresa of Avila spent 20 years in doubt and struggle. And she says, allow nothing to upset you. Allow nothing to frighten you. Everything is changing. God alone is changeless. Patience attains the goal. Who has God lacks nothing. God alone fills every need. There will be exhaustion, anxiety, frustration, all the mental states through which we have to release. This is a critical moment in the history of humanity. Never before in the history of humanity has spiritual leadership and feminine energy been needed as it is now. And the awakening has to be gradual because too much light coming in too fast would be more than our nervous system can handle. So what do? Be gentle with yourself. Be patient and trust. Yeah. What is life? And how do I know if I'm truly living life? God is life. The reality of life is God is all there is. And God is an energy field of pure, unconditional love. Your expression itself in billions and billions of different forms because we live in a world of form. What is form? Form is matter. It's subject to change. Form is always changing, but you cannot change what is eternal. God is consciousness, conscious of itself. So we say, God is, and we cease to speak. How do I know if I am living life? Well, we are either asleep or awake. How do the wise awaken? They see deceptions as deceptions. The external world have us mesmerized and in grips. You know, the Buddha was asked, are you an angel? No. Are you God? No. What are you then? The Buddha smiled and answered gently, I am awake. The awakened mind knows itself, its source, and its wholeness. The awakened mind knows, and we do know because the knowledge is there within us. Yeah. Trust in the intelligence that is within you and is you. You are a part of that oneness, not fragmented pieces, not floating on the surface, but diving for the pearls at the bottom of the sea. Dive deep, oh mind, dive deep. But first, you must dislodge the mind from its fixed position, because you're crossing the bridge of fragmented consciousness to total consciousness. The Christ consciousness has no past or future. It only knows the now. Now is all there is. So getting quiet reminds us of what is real. Your soul is a unique and exquisite facet of all existence and is unduplicated anywhere. And by the way, this is from my book, Things to Know About A Course in Miracles, Revelations in the 21st Century. This soul is your true self, beyond the physical. So what do? Look with open eyes. Find the joy that lives, that lives within you in the present moment. We need to allow loveliness to light our images, release any hold on the past. It does not exist in the present. So holding its image now will not serve you. You're hearing a trumpet of awakening that is sounded around the world. And in this reality, your dreams are happy and your rest secure. Love protects you, making soft your resting place and smooth your path. You came into this physical world to fulfill your earthly role in the awakening. You may serve as a taxi driver or a spiritual teacher or computer whiz or an attorney, whatever it is. Do what you love and love what you do, and do all things with love. You are guaranteed to enjoy the deliciousness of life if this is your approach. Assume an upright position in the school of life and remember who you are, and you will receive the treasures you have always sought for. It's time to let go of our beliefs about deservingness and know that we are worthy to receive because of what we are. We have not recognized our worth. Compassion is a companion of passion, and passion is love. So allow your decisions to be made from the deep well of peace and understanding within you. Use discernment. Discernment is insight. It's an internal process that eliminates judgment and requires no input from the external world. We must release our attachments and trust. When everything we retain is lovable, there's no reason for fear to remain within us. We are being filled up from within by the great force of love, insight, understanding, wisdom, and light. Fear is no longer preventing us from understanding the present. We know we are worthy simply because of what we are. What am I? I am love. Eternally. We have to give ourselves space and room to be in the silence with you and listen to the self within speaking to you. You know, my mother raised 17 of us, and every night she would bring us around her bed and teaching us how to pray and use words that are of a higher vibration. We've done it backwards. And with everything that's going on the planet right now, we are being challenged with spiritual principles into application. And that is where the difficulty lies. Silence is truly golden. It's the language of your soul. To be still and do nothing is one of the highest virtues. For only a still mind is divine. And the divine lies within you and comes from spirit. So your true self knows all things, but it's always certain. Certainty is of God, the self. So the sense of separateness cultivated in our noisy, chaotic world causes uncertainty. And what does it do? It leads the mind to be in a state of attempting to figure things out and make things happen by itself. From this place, we also try to effect healing using the information provided on the symptom level, rather than focusing on the condition. Ask for help, that which brought the condition about. And the most powerful action we can take is to enter into the silence. And in that stillness, you will know with certainty. Drop your false beliefs and discover the knowledge that is already within you, the real knowledge that flows from the light of your true self. Here you are, no longer being led by the advice and opinions of other people. Opinions are like belly buttons. Everybody has one. Your certainty comes from the place of infinite wisdom inside. So what do? Access this wisdom through silence and stillness. Stillness. We live in a sleeping society. Asleep and dreaming of wealth, pleasure, power, profit, prestige, destroying ourselves, each other, and the planet. We call it greed. A sleeping mind must awaken. Mother Earth says, enough is enough. Yeah, wake up and remember your true identity. And your true identity is the light within you. And to remember is to restore to your memory what is already there. Everything is already there within us. We just fail to recognize it. And to recognize is to know. And we do know because, excuse me, because the knowledge is within. Why? Because we came in and coded. So what do? Look inward and claim your forgotten power. Sweep away the dust that is obscuring the powerful being of light that you are. So the question is, why does an easy and simple path seem so difficult and treacherous for us to follow? Because the mind is possessed with illusions, and illusions are beliefs in what is not real. Only love is real. So the very best way to change someone is to embody that change with your own example. Thinking of money, power, profit, prestige, I call them the peace, and pleasure will satisfy us. It cannot. And when we discover that it cannot, well, it's a nightmare. Turn your senses inward to the light. Why? Because you're on the light. And what is needed will be provided when and as it is needed. Remember, energy flows where your attention goes. So the question is, where is your attention? Outside or the inside? Tell yourself, I live and work with supreme confidence. And those who give of themselves in selfless service are always provided and supported by an abundant universe. Letting go to a new experience. Letting go to what has provided you with a limited amount of comfort. Allow yourself to be healed completely. Completeness lands nothing. Universal mind has tossed us a lifeline. Grab a hold of it and sail effortlessly to a safe harbor where you're safe forever and forever. Let go and trust. Life will be grander. It will be better. In fact, much better. Much, much better. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Say to yourself silently and thoughtfully, with fixed determination and eyes closed, I am open to receive. I am receiving now. I am open to receive. I am receiving now. I am open to receive. I am receiving now. I rest in quiet light. I rest in quiet light. I rest in quiet light. I allow the light to direct my every footstep. I allow the light to direct my every footstep. I allow the light to direct my every footstep. I am steadfast in my spiritual awareness. I am steadfast in my spiritual awareness. I am steadfast in my spiritual awareness. I choose words and actions that design my destiny. I choose words and actions that design my destiny. I choose words and actions that design my destiny. I listen to the wisdom of my heart. I listen to the wisdom of my heart. Breathe in light and breathe out light, for there is nothing else. If you don't discover the stillness within, you will never find it anywhere else. As you enter into silence, empty your hands and your mind, releasing all the petty, empty treasures you have been holding on to. This unburdening will activate your connection with the presence of peace that you will come to know as home, your natural home of life. But of course, discipline is essential. Discipline is an important facet of your development. If you wish to live your divine purpose, you must utilize discipline and simplify your life. An undisciplined mind can accomplish nothing, but a disciplined mind accomplishes much, much. And without this discipline, you will continue to wander, confused, and misunderstanding. However, with the practice of prayer and meditation, your mind restores communication with everything that is real. Discipline over your thoughts and habits is essential because it is the foundation for successful living. Spiritual discipline keeps you striding efficiently and effectively toward the full expression of what you are. And when you're using your mind in the right way, right ideas flow through you. Not from you, from is the head, through is the heart. Everything falls effortlessly into place, and your life becomes a joyful unfolding. Release your mind. You are entering into light. Tell yourself silently and thoughtfully, I celebrate my life by practicing wordlessly. I celebrate my life by practicing wordlessly. You are bringing forth your gifts to encourage and inspire others. Your desires and gifts are being utilized. You're being lifted up to a state of divine awareness. You're not given in to doubt and fear. You're releasing all that you have held on to, security and satisfaction, regardless of your perception. May you rest assured that you are being transformed. You will not be traumatized by the process, for love does not seek to throw you into panic. Be gentle with yourself. There's much for you to experience. Be content in all the present moments, for the more you appreciate is the more you will love. And as you live in love, you are doing God's work. You are reuniting with your light body and with those awarenesses that you have lost in third dimensional reality. You're melting the boundaries of your limited identity and merging with all of creation. Why? Because you are a channel of divine light and wisdom. Tell yourself silently and thoughtfully, I am light eternal. I am light eternal. My natural home is light. My natural home is light. I am the living light. I am the living light. I am the living light. Humanity has been in a collective state of amnesia. You're now who are willing to let go and choose a different approach to life. One that is purposeful, meaningful, fulfilling, and gives you a sense of peace and contentment. Christ energies are here now. It's not an individual. It's not the Messiah. It's an energy field known as the Christ consciousness. Spiritual fulfillment is an evolutionary process. It is essential. It's imperative. Our material wealth has exceeded our spiritual advancement. Without meaningful aspiration, we become destructive and fall by the wayside long before our time. And where we are now, an increase of energy has entered onto the planet. Picture yourself in this pure energy, pushing up all that you have been suppressing. You came into this manifestation to represent love. And that is what you are. You are the embodiment of love, light, and life. Release, never doubt. Life within you knows. At this moment in time of great change for all of us on our beautiful planet, be comforted by the inspiring words of Saint Teresa of Avila, who spent 20 years in doubt and struggle. Let nothing upset you. Let nothing frighten you. Everything is changing. God alone is changeless. Patience attains the goal. Who has God lacks nothing. God alone fills every need. So what do? Sit on the throne of silence. Rest and nourish your soul. Just as we nourish the body, you must nourish your soul. Your single purpose is light. You are the light of the world. See only light. Your natural home is the light within you. Tell yourself, I will look within and discover that I am light eternal. I will look within and discover that I am light eternal. Breathe in light and breathe out light, for there is nothing else. The divine light descends upon us all, and we are purified, grateful, and blessed. For this we give thanks. Rest in quiet light. Love you.
Love you, Veronica. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.